Today, I'm talking about the P.E.T.E by Warburton and whether or not I think it's a worthy investment for wind musicians. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron, helping musicians get better, faster through performances, product reviews, and educational videos. And again, I am talking about the P.E.T.E or the Personal Embouchure Training Excerciser by Warburton. Now, if you're new here, I do weekly videos just like this one, so consider hitting that subscribe button to get more videos directly to you. So what the P.E.T.E is this small piece of equipment that we use to help us do embouchure exercises. Now, what I have here is the silver option, but it does come in gold and plastic, as well as this is the brass option. So if you're a woodwind player, you do want to get a different one because it has a different shaped little disc right here at the end for woodwind players. And what Warburton claims that the P.E.T.E will do for any wind musician is that it will help us maintain our endurance and our chops through doing these embouchure exercises. Now, I can only speak on the brass side of things because I've only ever played a brass instrument regularly, and I've only ever used the brass side of this. So woodwind players, though I do think a lot of this information pertains to you, I do want to give a little bit of a warning that I'm coming from the brass side of things. So what Warburton claims this does, though, is that it's actually going to build your embouchure endurance and strength by doing exercises with this for about 5 to 10 minutes a day. Now, on the Warburton page, Terry Warburton has a video of him explaining kind of exactly how it works. So I'm not going to get into the details here, but I will link that video in the description down below. But essentially what that company is claiming, that the same benefits that you would get from long tones and lip slurs, you're actually also going to get from this little tool right here. Now, two of the exercises I've seen most of the time is the first one involves this little disc and putting it in between your lips and your teeth, and then just giving it a little bit of a tug for about 10 to 20 to 30 seconds until you start to feel a little bit of a burning sensation. I always feel it kind of around the corners of my jaw. And by burning sensation, I mean very similar to if you're gonna do crunches or sit-ups, a very similar feeling to that in your core, but in your embouchure. And then the other one I see done most frequently is if you flip it around and you have this little curved side, putting that in between your lips and trying to hold that up, and you can even help balance it on your thumb or something like that, but holding it up through there until you get a very similar feeling as you did with the other exercise in the corners there. And what you'll notice is that the muscles that it's affecting are the same ones that if you do really fast lip slurs, those are the same ones that you feel getting tired when you're doing these exercises. And the face you're making while you're doing these exercises is also very similar to the pucker we use to create our embouchure on our brass instruments. Now, with those two exercises, I'll flip back and forth and give myself small resting periods between the two of them for about 5 to 10 minutes, making sure I also don't put too much strain on my embouchure. So the P.E.T.E.'s not crazy new. As of filming this video, it's been about 9 or 10 years since it's been out, and a lot of woodwind and brass musicians have started using it regularly. And I personally have been using it for probably about 6 years off and on. And in my personal experience with the P.E.T.E, I have seen success in using it. However, I would err on the side of cautionary with how you use it, and also using it sparingly and don't abuse it. I do know people who have negative feelings about the P.E.T.E, and those people tend to also have been the people who have overdone it. In my own personal use, I've only used the P.E.T.E to supplement everything else I'm already regularly doing. And I actually don't use it daily. I typically use it when I go on trips and I'm not going to be able to get to my horn at all. Or I'll use it when on days where I only have gotten in like an hour of practice, and I normally get in like 4 or 5. And so with that small amount of practice and I'm not able to get to the horn again in the day, this thing is a great way for me to supplement that lack of playing. There was a period of time in my life when I was a younger musician that I would actually put it into my nightly routine. So when I was younger, I would use it in my night routine, and I would brush my teeth and get ready for bed, and then I would use the P.E.T.E right before falling asleep. And side note, don't brush your teeth and use this because it actually burns a little bit. But after a while, I started feeling that like I was probably just maintaining the effects. And also I didn't get to practice quite as much when I was doing that. So I felt like I kind of needed it. But all that is to say that in my own personal use over the years, I have found success with the P.E.T.E, but I've done so by using it sparingly and just kind of, I guess, being responsible with it. You know, too much of anything, even a good thing, can become a bad thing, and I think that's very evident in this device. So just be careful when you're using it not to overdo it. Like I've said in other videos talking about equipment, no piece of equipment, whether a new horn, mouthpiece, or even, you know, a little tool like this, nothing is going to make you instantly a better player. This isn't necessarily meant to give you high range and crazy good lip flexibility. It's just to help strengthen your ability to play. So, and I think Terry would agree with me, don't use this in lieu, like don't give up your lip slurs and your long tones and just buy this and think you're done with that forever, but use this on maybe the days where you can't get to it or on top of those things when you're done playing. And I do say when you're done playing because after about 5 or 10 minutes of this, your chops are done. You're not going to be able to play. When I do use this, I tend to try to be able to get to my mouthpiece and do some like low buzzing as well, just to kind of do almost like a re-cool down after doing this as well. I don't know if that's necessary or if that's recommended. I've just like doing it. It makes me feel a little bit better about it. So, you know, maybe a little suggestion there for you. But that actually leads me to my question of the day, which is how would you use a P.E.T.E to be most helpful for your situation? You know, are you on the road a lot? Are you just wicked busy? Do you just feel like you need something else to help your endurance? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on the P.E.T.E. Good product, just use sparingly and responsibly. If you want to pick up one of these for yourself, I've put a link in the description down below. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you like this video, please hit that like button and remember to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this directly to you every week. I'm Aaron Campbell reminding you to be happy but never satisfied. I'll see you next time.